Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, as you can see, there are two photos appearing in front of you. One photo being of Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M. The other photo being a dumpster fire. My question to you is, can you spot out which is which? Which is the dumpster fire, which is Jimbo Fisher and the Texas A&M Aggies? Spoiler alert, you probably can't because they're both dumpster fires. Hey guys, welcome to the show. We are going to break down everything what's going on with Texas A&M and Jimbo Fisher and why they are a dumpster fire, the future, the present, the past, what's going to happen, what does this mean for the rest of the SEC? So sit tight, buckle up, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get it. Now, to see where all this started, we got to go down, take a trip down memory lane to see where this all began. And this started back when the season of 2022 recruiting season ended with old Jimbo Fisher on top of the leaderboard. He finished the recruiting season with a the highest rated number one recruiting class of all time. As you can imagine, that probably rubbed a few people the wrong way. One being in consideration, the GOAT, Nick Saban, who's dominated in every aspect of the game and is now taking a backseat to Jimbo. Now, it's only the offseason, but granted, Nick was just coming off a big L to the Georgia Bulldogs in the championship, and now he's taking another L in recruiting. It really wasn't that big of an L, but if you ain't first, you're last when it comes to Nick Saban. So here we are. Nick, proclaims his love and hate for what's happening with Jimbo Fisher, and we have a good old-fashioned cat fight. Well, if you were a Bama fan or just a non-Texas A&M fan, your Christmas present came early because Texas A&M couldn't even wait to Bama to take the L, or maybe even just, a competitive game. They decided to start their season off with a loss to Appalachian State. And to take an L to Appalachian State after coming off this big high, after coming off of what should have been a massive year where a lot of people had you projected possibly being in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Wasn't a good look and was not a good start. And if we didn't realize what it was, but that was the tissue paper being caught on fire, being tossed into what is now a dumpster fire. But again, at the time, we didn't quite see it. But now, we're getting down and dirty with it. Then October 22nd rolls around where we play a Spencer Rattler, South Carolina, who hasn't had the greatest of a season, but they've had an okay season, and you take the L. Boys and girls, let's dive into this really quick here and what happened after the South Carolina game, okay? 5-star quarterback Denver Harris, 5-star wide receiver Chris Marshall, and 4-star offensive lineman PJ Williams have all been suspended indefinitely. Smoking a little Mary Jane in the locker room. We've got 5-star running back LJ Johnson has reportedly quit the team. 5-star defensive back Dayon Bowie was told he is not welcome back. Our 5-star defensive lineman Gabe Dendy is very unhappy and waiting to see how the season ends before entering the portal. Just getting written some fat checks, and they got paid. They really don't give a damn. We're losing. We suck. I don't have the grind to make us better because what do I care? I'm a freshman. I got paid. I'll get to the transfer portal. I'll go play somewhere else. I'll take a year off, go figure it out, and I'll still make it to the NFL. I don't care. This was the biggest concern with the NIL. Kids would lose their passion. They would lose their drive. They wouldn't be wanting to play for their colors of their school anymore. They're just playing for a paycheck. And again, we talked about it. Everybody preached it. And again, there's pros and cons to it. This is the negative side of it. We're seeing it in an extreme scale, especially in the first year, especially with that ability to enter transfer portal with you thinking there's greener pasture on the other side. If you're a fan of any college football team, prepare yourself for an all-hell just free agency this offseason. Everybody and anyone's going to be leaving the transfer portal. It's new. It's a new shiny toy. Everyone's going to think that if I don't do this, I'm missing out. I'm going to be losing out on an opportunity. And a lot of people are going to be overreacting when they shouldn't be. So, fans, don't panic. It's going to happen. And it may happen to an extreme. And I think we have to expect that and anticipate that. It's an overcorrection of what's happening. So this is me kind of just breaking down for a second, just letting you guys know it's going to be okay. It's going to suck, but it's going to be okay. Now, if you remove those names that we mentioned from the calculator, outside of 2 names who are from my former class, their overall rating will go from like a 340 to a 325, which will put them 2 points behind Alabama for 2022. Now, I understand class already been recruited, doesn't matter, all hypothetical here, but it is interesting to see because all these kids haven't really even played a full season, and now they're not even going to be on the team anymore. So was the class that great, or was it just more of all the hoopla, and he didn't capitalize on the hoopla, he didn't capitalize on the noise, he didn't capitalize on having the greatest class of all time? But is it all charade? Is it all fake? Is it all just minutia at this point? Because what's coming of it? A 3-4 season? What does this mean for Jimbo Fisher and the Texas A&M Aggies. Jimbo Fisher has a $95 million contract that is guaranteed for the next 10 years. So let's look at it in two homes here. You got Jimbo, and you got A&M. If you're A&M, you're screwed. Your hands are tied. You got nowhere to go. You got nothing you can do. You got $95 million tied up in this guy for 10 years. And if we buy him out, where do we go? You go get Scott Frost? What do you do? Right? It's a shit show out there right now for college football. And Jimbo's like, I can do whatever I want. Fire me. I'm getting paid $95 million no matter what. It's crazy to see how these massive contracts and how they're biting these big schools in the ass. And to be fair, to be honest with you, I kind of love it. Colleges have been screwing, the college business has been screwing the American people over for hundreds of years now. And now it's not even necessarily the little man, but it's almost like these coaches are the one taking advantage of the situation. And I kind of like it. I'm not mad about it because somebody's going to get screwed. It's either going to be the coach or the school. In a business deal, one party's always going to get screwed. If I have to choose, I'll choose the school every single time. Now, if it's my school, obviously, no, I wouldn't want that to happen. But in the grand scheme thing of business, I don't mind it. Good for Jimbo. Hey, that's on you, Texas A&M, for signing a $95 million contract guaranteed. You'll know next time not to put all your eggs in one basket after a mediocre season by old Jimbo. Boys and girls, let us know what you think in the comments. What's your thoughts on all of this? Are you happy to see the dumpster fire that's happening in Texas A&M? Could you care less? Is it sad to watch because you like to see teams do well? Are you in that boat? Where are you at? Let me know. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Subscribing is great for the channel. It's free for you to do. It takes 2 seconds, not even. I mean, maybe if you get a couple Cheetos on your hand, you got to suck them off to click it. Then it might take a little bit longer. But other than that, it shouldn't take too long, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We go live every Wednesday at 8:35, so come hang out with us. Join the show. It's an electric show. We have a great time. And we'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace.